Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about the narcissist and their false apologies. If you're unlucky enough to receive one from them, and I say unlucky enough because a narcissist false apology is often as deceptive as they are as a person, as manipulative as they are as a person. People tend to look for apologies and closure. However, when we don't get it, it can leave us in a state of confusion. And when we do get it, it can leave us in a state of confusion. This is where we have to recognize the other person's behavior as their behavior and take action accordingly to our values and our beliefs. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. When it comes to a narcissist, they are not sorry they hurt you. They lack the empathy to care. Therefore, they're not sorry they hurt you. They are sorry that they got caught. If a narcissist feels backed into a corner, they will offer a false apology, an insincere apology, as they're not showing their true intent behind their apology. They're not expressing their true meanings. They're doing it in a covert way. So once we can recognize what they're doing, we can recognize their intent, which is to shift the blame. However, when we don't have the understanding of what they're doing, it's a very confusing place to be. A narcissist offers a false apology in a way that they don't have to take responsibility. They don't have to take ownership for their behavior. And because they don't take responsibility, because they don't take ownership, they don't change their behavior. When a narcissist apologizes to you, they're going to do it in a way that makes you feel like something is wrong within you. Simply because the narcissist feels entitled to exploit people and they lack the empathy to care for how their behaviour hurts people. They're just looking for ways to shift the blame. They're looking for ways to avoid exposure. They're looking for ways so that they don't get held accountable for their behaviour. They're looking for ways out of it so that they don't have to change their behaviour, so that they can blame somebody else and carry on doing what they do. And when a narcissist does apologise, this is also tricky territory, as a narcissist often feels like they were backed into a corner to apologise. They often feel like they were made to apologise, like you were controlling them. So when a narcissist has to apologise to somebody, even though they switch it to blame the other person, the narcissist often holds a grudge for apologising to somebody and usually tries to find a way to get back at that person to feel better about themselves. So not only does the narcissist hurt somebody, they then don't apologise in a genuine way. They offer the false apology. They then continue their behaviour, and because they're holding a grudge, they find a way to get the person back for the thing that the narcissist did to the person in the first place. Narcissists make a false apology to regain control over the situation, to receive attention, to get their needs met, to escape consequences, to escape exposure, to stop you from abandoning them so that they can abandon you. To offer a genuine apology, people need to be able to recognise their own behaviour, and as a narcissist feels entitled to do as they please, they don't see their behaviour as being in the wrong. They see your reactions to their actions as being the problem. Therefore, they want to convince you that your reactions to their actions are the problem, to escape consequences for their actions. when without their actions there would be no reaction. So the underlying root cause is the narcissist's actions, yet they just feel entitled to do as they please. To offer a genuine apology, people have to take responsibility for their own behaviour, as a narcissist doesn't want to recognise themselves as being the problem, as they are arrogant enough to be unpleasantly proud of their behaviour and believe that you are the problem. They're not going to take ownership of their own behaviour. They're not going to take responsibility for their own behaviour. They're just going to shift the blame over to somebody else. To offer a genuine apology, people need to be remorseful. Narcissists lack the empathy to care for how their behaviour has affected somebody else. They only care for how other people might perceive their behaviour in a way that might affect the narcissist. Therefore, they're going to go all out to manipulate so that they're not exposed for their behaviour, so that they can continue with their behaviour. They have cognitive empathy, so they know how to manipulate people, guilt trip people, shift the blame onto other people. They know how to pull on people's emotions so that the narcissists themselves can get away with their behaviour. To offer a sincere apology, people want to repair the damage their behaviour has caused another person. When it comes to a narcissist, they only want to repair their reputation. They're not interested in how their behaviour has affected another person. They're only interested in how their behaviour after the event might affect themselves. So when it comes to a narcissist's false apology, here are several examples. Any that I miss out, because there is a lot of them, please add them into the comments for those reading through to recognise that it's not them, that they are receiving a insincere apology from somebody. One of the main false apologies a narcissist will use is, "I'm sorry, you." And most often they add in that you, if, or but to shift the blame onto something other than themselves. "I'm sorry you feel that way." And as people can say, "I'm sorry you feel that way," when something has happened to somebody that isn't your responsibility, you can feel sorry for them. You can want to help them, and you might say to them, "I'm sorry you feel that way. What can I do to help you? What can I do to support you?" With a narcissist, they have done something to crush you. And they are not sorry you feel that way. They're sorry they got caught. So they're going to say, "I'm sorry you feel that way," to appear sorry, to confuse you. "I'm sorry for whatever you think I did." So they're not going to take responsibility for what they did to you. They're going to play on your memory. They're going to accuse you of being the crazy one indirectly, by claiming that your thinking is out of touch and not their behaviour. "I'm sorry I allowed you to think badly of me," which is possibly quite true on the narcissist terms, because they don't want others to think badly of them. They want to get away with their behaviour. However, they want to blame you for thinking badly of them rather than recognising what they are doing to you. For what it's worth, "I'm sorry." When a narcissist feels cornered and like they've got to give that apology to get out of the sticky situation they've put themselves into. So they're going to just say, "For what it's worth, I'm sorry." Just usually to leave you more frustrated and more confused and more angry, and you might pick up the conversation, and then they're going to twist it all onto, "I told you I didn't want to argue with you," and provoke a reaction out of you, bait you until you react to them so that they can then stand back all calm and blame you and expect an apology from you for the things they created in the first place. And yes, we do need to learn to stop reacting to these kinds of people. However, when we don't have the knowledge of what we're going through, we want communication, we want understanding. It's a learning curve to stop reacting. "I'm sorry if you think I said that." More often than not, a narcissist has usually said that. They might have promised you something in the future to get their needs met in the present, and when the future comes, they don't want to deliver on that promise. So they're going to turn it around onto you and say, I'm sorry you think I said that. I'm sorry you think I promised that to you. So that you're the one feeling like you're losing your mind and they don't have to deliver. I'm sorry you misunderstood me. Again, to blame you, to get you to question, to get you to overthink your perfectly normal thoughts around their behaviour, and then to top it off, they'll accuse you of overthinking. I'm sorry you're an overthinker. I'm sorry that you're reading too much into it. I'm sorry you know what I'm like. Yes, we might know what they're like, but we don't understand who they truly are or what they are actually doing to us. We care about them. We want to help them. We want to support them. Yet we end up walking on eggshells to serve them, not recognizing that they are manipulating us. I'm sorry you know what I'm like is partially true. We need to recognize that that is what they are like and let them go from our lives, because they're not the kinds of people we want to be around. I'm sorry, but you made me angry. We all know what it's like to be provoked. We all know what it's like to feel frustration. We all know what it's like to have that build-up of anger and react to somebody. And then we can feel bad for reacting to somebody. However, more often than not, we don't think, oh, I'm angry because they made me angry. We recognise what we've done and we feel remorseful and we want to repair the damage. A narcissist isn't interested in this. They're interested in accusing others, blaming others, shaming others so they can get away with their behaviour. I'm sorry if you think I did that. More often than not, they did do this, but with the burden of proof, we are stuck on whether they did do something or they didn't do something. And because we're supposed to trust people, or we're taught to trust within people, when they say, I'm sorry if you think I did that, we again are the ones left questioning ourselves and not their behaviour. If I say sorry, will you just let it go already? Because the narcissist is simply hard enough. They want to move on and exploit you some more. I'm sorry you hurt your own feelings. Okay, they just do not want to take responsibility for how their actions would hurt another person. I'm sorry, if you hadn't, I wouldn't. Regardless of what you have or have not done does not entitle somebody else to do something to hurt you. Yes, we can all get trapped in seeking revenge, normal emotions, but more often than not, those with empathy, it's justice that they're seeking, not revenge. Narcissists are after revenge. Yes, justice and revenge do get muddled up. The lines are very thin and very easily crossed depending what's happened, and they are perfectly normal emotions. However, those with empathy would feel remorseful. They'd recognise what they've done, they'd feel remorseful, and they would regret hurting another person. Those who lack empathy will just do all they can to get away with their behaviour. I'm sorry I'm not perfect like you, to get you to feel shame, to get you full of self-doubt. I'm sorry if you've got trust issues. Again, to blame your insecurities, to do anything they can to get away with their behaviour by blaming your emotional reactions to their behaviour. The very emotional reactions that they're usually provoking you, they're usually baiting you to get those emotional reactions from you so that they can blame you. At some point, we have to learn to stop giving the benefit of the doubt to those who cause our doubts. And we have to start walking away from those who go around shaming others just because their opinion differs to another's, just because the way they live differs to another, and actually start stepping away from people who go around hurting other people. when it comes to people that hurt other people and repeatedly do so, you owe them nothing. Because the more people forgive them, the more people sympathise with them, the more people enable them to continue their hurtful behaviour. It's very difficult while you are living it. However, once we gain the understanding, we can start stepping away. If anyone has any thoughts on the video or any false apologies they recognise that I've missed off the video, please add those into the comments. I shall add the video I did last year on false apologies, which explains in a lot more detail. This is more the kinds of false apologies that you will hear from them. So I'll add that video into the description. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. And remember, you are not responsible for other people's behaviour. You are responsible for your own. Bye.